Imagine a place where the sun paints the sky in gold and endless dunes stretch to the horizon. This was the United Arab Emirates before skyscrapers, home to resilient Bedouin tribes, coastal fishermen, and pearl divers. Life was tough, but community, tradition, and honor shaped a spirit that would build the modern UAE. For centuries, life here remained unchanged. But in the mid-20th century, oil was discovered beneath the sands, transforming the UAE forever. The world's attention turned to this quiet land as cities rose from the desert and a new nation emerged. Yet through it all, the UAE balanced progress with tradition, forging a unique identity for generations to come. In the early 1970s, visionary leaders like Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan united the Emirates, believing they would be stronger together. On December 2, 1971, 6 emirates formed the United Arab Emirates, with Ras Al Khaimah joining soon after. A new nation was born, built on unity, cooperation, and a bold vision for the future. The UAE's transformation began with a single, powerful discovery: oil. Beneath the desert, they found a treasure that would change everything. Oil brought a torrent of wealth, fueling dreams of a modern nation. Roads, electricity, and water transformed daily life. The oil boom painted a bright new future for the UAE. As wealth transformed the land, it needed a guiding hand. That leader was Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan. He saw oil as a trust for all people, investing in education, healthcare, and unity. Sheikh Zayed believed true wealth was in people, not money. His vision built a modern, united nation, rooted in heritage, thriving for generations. Fueled by oil wealth, the UAE's small coastal towns rapidly transformed into modern cities. Skyscrapers rose from the desert, ports and airports connected the nation, and people from around the world arrived to build a new future. The result? Vibrant, multicultural metropolises, dreams made real in just a few decades. The dramatic economic and physical changes in the UAE were matched by an equally profound social transformation. The traditional way of life, centered around the tribe and nomadic customs, had to adapt to a new reality. For centuries, a person's identity was tied to their family and their tribe. The tribe provided security, a social safety net, and a system of justice. But as the state grew stronger, it began to take on these roles. The government started to provide for its people directly, creating a new relationship, a new social contract between the rulers and the ruled. This was a fundamental shift in the structure of society. The government became the main provider for its citizens. It offered free education through university, free healthcare of the highest standard, housing grants, and well-paying jobs in the public sector. This system, often called a rentier state, was possible because of the immense oil wealth. The state collected the oil revenues and then distributed the wealth to the population through these extensive welfare programs. In return, the people gave their support and loyalty to the leaders and the new nation. This created a unique bond, one where the prosperity of the country was directly linked to the well-being of every single citizen, fostering a powerful sense of national pride and unity. This new social contract also changed family life and the roles of individuals. With the move to cities and the availability of modern education, new opportunities opened up, especially for women. While respecting traditional values, Sheikh Zayed strongly encouraged female education and empowerment. He believed that no country could progress if half of its society was left behind. Women began to enter the workforce in greater numbers, becoming doctors, teachers, engineers, and government officials. The family remained the central unit of society, but its dynamics were evolving in response to the new economic and educational landscape. While the state provided a cradle-to-grave safety net, there was a conscious effort to preserve the core values of the past. The deep-rooted traditions of hospitality, respect for elders, and strong family ties were not abandoned. They were woven into the fabric of the new, modern society. The government actively promoted and celebrated national heritage through festivals, museums, and cultural programs. The goal was to create a new national identity, that of a citizen of the UAE, without erasing the rich cultural identity that came from their Bedouin and pearling ancestors. It was a delicate balance, embracing the future with open arms while holding firmly to the soul of the past. In a country changing as fast as the UAE, you might think the old ways would get lost. But leaders like Sheikh Zayed made sure heritage stayed alive, protecting the soul of the nation. A country without its past is like a tree without roots. Today, heritage is a living part of modern life, passed to new generations. This is who we are. This is where we come from. Islam is at the heart of Emirati life, shaping laws, customs, and daily routines. The call to prayer echoes from thousands of mosques, reminding all of this spiritual foundation. The UAE's approach is one of moderation and tolerance, welcoming people of all backgrounds while proudly celebrating its Islamic heritage. If you want to understand the modern UAE, you have to understand this one simple fact. About 90% of the people who live there are not from there. Let that sink in. 9 out of 10 people you meet on the street in Dubai or Abu Dhabi are expatriates or expats. They come from over 200 different countries, from India, Pakistan, the Philippines, Bangladesh, Egypt, the UK, the United States, and everywhere in between. This isn't just a country with a few immigrants. It's a truly global society, a human mosaic on a scale rarely seen anywhere else on Earth. This has created a culture that is completely unique. This incredible diversity came about by design. When the UAE began its massive development projects in the 1970s, it needed people. It needed engineers to build the bridges, bankers to run the financial centers, doctors to staff the hospitals, and workers to build the skyscrapers. The country opened its arms to the world, offering tax-free salaries and a safe, modern lifestyle. People came in waves, bringing their skills, their ambitions, and of course, their own cultures. They came for the opportunity, planning to stay for a few years, but many ended up spending decades raising their children and calling the UAE their second home. The impact on daily life is amazing. Walk through a supermarket and you'll find aisles dedicated to British biscuits, Filipino snacks, Indian spices, and American breakfast cereals. Turn on the radio and you can flip between stations playing Arabic pop, Bollywood hits, and Western chart toppers. The main language you hear on the street is often English, the unofficial common tongue that allows a German manager to talk to a Filipino employee and an Indian shopkeeper. This cultural mix has turned the UAE into a culinary paradise, where you can eat authentic Thai curry for lunch and traditional Lebanese metzi for dinner, all on the same block. This blending of cultures creates a fascinating social dynamic. While the Emirati culture remains the official and revered core, society has become this incredible tapestry woven from threads from all over the world. It requires a high level of tolerance and respect from everyone. People learn to navigate different customs, holidays, and social norms as part of their daily routine. This exposure to global cultures from a young age makes for a very worldly population. The UAE is a living, breathing experiment in multiculturalism, a place where the East literally meets the West, North, and South every single day. Hospitality is a cornerstone of Emirati culture, rooted in the desert tradition where generosity meant survival. Today, this spirit thrives in every aspect of UAE life, from the ritual of serving Arabic coffee to the world-class service in hotels and airlines. The UAE's hospitality industry is globally renowned, welcoming millions with warmth and luxury. This tradition extends beyond tourists. The country is a safe haven for people seeking opportunity and stability. The government ensures a high quality of life, making the UAE a magnet for talent worldwide. Yet guests are expected to respect local customs and laws, a mutual understanding that keeps society harmonious. The UAE's open-door policy is balanced by a strong sense of cultural identity. Hospitality here is not just about service, but about building bridges between cultures. The ancient Bedouin welcome has evolved into a sophisticated, multicultural embrace. Under the desert sun, the UAE remains a proud host to the world. The UAE is experiencing a cultural renaissance, shifting from a focus on business to becoming a global arts hub. Iconic museums like the Louvre Abu Dhabi and soon the Guggenheim are redefining the nation's image. Creative districts like Al Sirkal Avenue and major literary festivals foster a vibrant local scene. The performing arts thrive at venues like Dubai Opera, blending global and local talent. Emirati artists, writers, and filmmakers are telling their own stories, reimagining heritage for a new era. This movement is about more than importing culture. It's about nurturing creativity at home. The UAE's cultural boom signals a new chapter, a nation of ideas, not just innovation. The world now sees the UAE as a place of creativity and soul. Life in the UAE is a blend of global ambition and Islamic tradition. The work week now runs from Monday to Friday, aligning with international business while preserving Friday's religious significance. Cities buzz with a diverse workforce, united by English as the language of business. The call to prayer punctuates daily life, offering moments of reflection amid the rush. Evenings are for socializing. Cafes, waterfronts, and family gatherings come alive. Weekends are sacred. Friday for prayer and family feasts, Saturday and Sunday for leisure and adventure. The rhythm of work, rest, and faith keeps society balanced. The UAE's pace is fast, but its heart remains grounded in tradition. Here, ambition and spirituality coexist seamlessly. The week ends with renewal, ready for another round of progress. This is the UAE modern, multicultural, and deeply rooted. Education is the UAE's investment in its future beyond oil. Free schooling for Emiratis from kindergarten to university was a revolutionary promise by Sheikh Zayed. Public schools focus on heritage and modern skills. Private schools cater to the global community with diverse curriculums. Technology and innovation are central. Students learn coding and AI from an early age. The school day is rigorous, with a strong sense of discipline and unity. World-class universities and generous scholarships prepare students for global competition. The only condition: bring knowledge home to build the nation. The UAE's vision is a knowledge-based economy led by a skilled new generation. Education here is about shaping leaders, not just graduates. The future belongs to those who learn and return. Family is the bedrock of Emirati society, unchanged by rapid modernization. Large, multi-generational households provide support, stability, and a deep sense of belonging. Elders are respected and major life decisions are made collectively. The Majlis, traditional gathering spaces, keep communities connected and traditions alive. Women's majlises offer similar support and connection. Expatriates form their own close-knit networks, celebrating their cultures and supporting each other. Community centers and clubs create a patchwork of belonging for all nationalities. Whether Emirati or expatriate, the need for family and community is universal. The UAE is a mosaic of cultures, united by shared values. Here, home is wherever you find your people. The UAE offers leisure at two speeds, ultra-modern and deeply traditional. Malls are more than shopping. They're social hubs with skiing aquariums and entertainment for all. Traditional souks offer a sensory journey through gold spices and history. The desert calls with dune-bashing camel rides and starlit Bedouin camps. The coastline is a playground for beachgoers, sailors, and divers. Sports are a national passion. Horse and camel racing, tennis, golf, cricket, and Formula One. Every weekend is an adventure, from quiet souks to roaring racetracks. The UAE's landscape is a canvas for every kind of fun. Here, tradition and innovation create endless possibilities for play. Leisure in the UAE is as diverse as its people. Beyond Dubai and Abu Dhabi's skyscrapers, the UAE's rural side offers a quieter, slower pace, deeply connected to land and tradition. In places like Ras Al Khaimah, Fujairah, and Al Ain, life revolves around farming, fishing, and tight-knit communities. Here, tradition breathes freely, and nature's beauty shapes daily life. The UAE's rural heart is as vital as its cities, diverse, enduring, and truly unique. The UAE's vision for tomorrow is bold: to move beyond oil, build a sustainable, knowledge-based economy, and become a global leader in technology and innovation. With plans like Centennial 2071, they aim to be the best in education, healthcare, and quality of life. It's a future built for generations, driven by ambition and innovation. The UAE doesn't do small. If you can dream it, you can build it, bigger and taller than ever. Mega projects like the Burj Khalifa are bold statements of ambition. Now, the focus is on smart cities, sustainable, efficient, and futuristic. Masdar City in Abu Dhabi is a living lab for green technology and urban innovation. These projects attract global talent and investment, shaping the cities of tomorrow. The leaders of the UAE are smart. They know that their country was built on oil, but they also know that oil is a finite resource. You can't build a permanent future on something that will eventually run out. That's why, for decades, they have been on a mission to diversify their economy. The goal is to create a strong, resilient economy that doesn't depend on the price of a barrel of oil. It's like a smart investor who doesn't put all their money into one stock. The UAE is diversifying its portfolio, and it's doing it on a national scale. This is one of the most important parts of their vision for the future. The first major step in this diversification was to become a global hub for trade and logistics. They used their strategic location, halfway between Europe and Asia, to their advantage. They built massive ports like Jebel Ali in Dubai and Khalifa Port in Abu Dhabi. They created world-class airlines like Emirates and Etihad that connect to almost every major city on the planet. They established free zones, special economic areas where foreign companies can operate with zero taxes and full ownership. This strategy worked brilliantly. It turned the UAE, especially Dubai, into a major center for global business, a place where goods and capital flow freely. The next big focus is tourism. The country has invested billions in creating attractions that will bring people from all over the world. It's not just about the beaches and the sun. They've built theme parks, water parks, world-class museums, and iconic landmarks. They host major international sporting events, concerts, and conferences. The goal is to create a destination that offers something for everyone, from luxury travelers and families to art lovers and adventure seekers. By building a world-class tourism infrastructure, they have created a powerful new engine for their economy that creates thousands of jobs and brings in valuable foreign currency. Now, the focus is shifting again towards even more advanced sectors. The UAE is pouring money and resources into becoming a hub for finance, technology, and science. They are working to attract tech startups, venture capitalists, and research and development centers. They are positioning themselves as a leader in renewable energy, particularly solar power, harnessing their most abundant natural resource, the sun. This long-term strategy of economic diversification is the UAE's ultimate plan for sustainability. It's about ensuring that the prosperity of today continues long after the last drop of oil has been sold, securing a bright future for generations to come. If you really want to understand the scale of the UAE's ambition, you have to look up, way up, to the stars. In 2020, the UAE did something that only a handful of nations have ever done. It launched a mission to Mars. The Hope probe, or Al-Amal in Arabic, traveled millions of kilometers through space and successfully entered the orbit of the Red Planet. This was a moment of immense national pride. It was a clear message to the world, and more importantly, to its own young people, that nothing is impossible. A nation that is less than 50 years old was officially exploring another planet. The UAE's space program is not just about planting a flag. It's a strategic investment in science, technology, and human capital. The primary goal of the Mars mission was not just to get there. It was to inspire a new generation of Emirati scientists, engineers, and mathematicians. The government knew that taking on such a difficult and exciting challenge would encourage students to pursue careers in STEM fields. It was a way to kickstart a whole ecosystem of research and high-tech industry within the country. The data gathered by the HOPE probe is being shared freely with scientists around the world, positioning the UAE as a serious contributor to the global scientific community. The ambition doesn't stop at Mars. The UAE has even bigger plans for space. They have announced plans to send an unmanned rover to the moon. And they have a truly audacious long-term goal to establish the first human settlement on Mars by the year 2117. Yes, you read that right. They have a 100-year plan to build a city on another planet. This might sound like science fiction, but it's a serious project that is driving research into life support systems, food production in hostile environments, and energy generation, technologies that could also have huge benefits for life here on Earth. This reach for the stars is the ultimate expression of the UAE's core belief that a small country can achieve great things through vision, determination, and investment in its people. The space program encapsulates the entire story of the UAE. It's about dreaming of something that seems out of reach, planning meticulously to overcome the challenges, and then working together to make that dream a reality. Whether it's greening the desert, building the world's tallest tower, or exploring new worlds, the UAE continues to show that its journey of transformation is far from over. The sky is no longer the limit. The United Arab Emirates, a land where cities rose from desert sands, ancient traditions meet futuristic ambition, and people from every corner of the world come together. From Bedouin roots to Mars missions, the UAE's story is one of vision, unity, and possibility, written in shifting sands and reaching for the stars. The UAE's story is a blueprint for dreaming big. Visionary leadership, unity, and openness transformed a small desert nation into a global hub without losing its heritage. It proves that with courage and imagination, a country can rewrite its destiny, blending tradition and innovation to build a future once thought impossible.